Hello, and welcome. Thank you for clicking this video. I'm here to talk about some hard truths about my life as it stands today. Things I've been wanting to change for a long time, but I've never been able to make that first step. I'm here to talk about changing my life. So here we go with the hard truths. I'm 31 years old. I'm over 24 stone. Medically, at 6 foot, I'm classed as morbidly obese. That means I'm a risk to my own health, and I really need to do something about that. And, well, for the past 10 years, I've gone between eating myself silly and then joining the gym that lasts maybe a week, and after a week, well, I give up. It sounds pathetic, but I do just give up. The last gym I joined, I did manage about 10 weeks before I gave up. And I can't even explain why I stopped going. So I've started again. And this time I intend to get as much support as I can. So 2 months ago, I joined a new gym. I've gone to a gym that's actually close to my work. It's literally 5-10 minutes walk away. It's actually quite convenient, really. It's called Nuffield Health. It's in the Printworks. And it took a month before I managed to go for the first time. Since then, so for about the past 4 or 5 weeks, I've been going weekly for a swim. It's only once a week, but it's a start, and I'm going to improve on that start. That's my first promise on this video. So the last swim was 2 days ago. I managed to do 32 lengths of this 20-metre pool, which means I actually did 560 metres, half a kilometre. It took 40 minutes. That's still faster than I went a month ago, which was absolutely nowhere, and is a great improvement in itself. But it's not enough. And this is why it's not enough. Because this was my tea. We had a burger, cheesy chips, and, well, it's got a lot of remains left, garlic bread with cheese on top. Straight off, cheese. I'm doing one thing, and then I do this. And I know what you're saying, I did this just for the video. I didn't even know I was doing this video till early this evening, about an hour after I'd finished the burger and chips, and put the pizza in the fridge, the garlic bread in the fridge, ready for my breakfast tomorrow morning. So the reason I'm putting it in the fridge for my breakfast tomorrow morning is just purely, I don't like waste. I shouldn't have ordered it in the first place, but now it's there, I don't want to waste it. So I'll have some of it for breakfast. After breakfast, if there's any left, and I should hope there is, because I'll probably only have a couple of slices, then it should go in the bin. There's no two ways about it. I need to chuck it so that I can start my plan proper. But minimising waste as much as possible, it's going to be part of my breakfast. And I know this is counterproductive from what I'm saying in this video. And I want to say I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about it. My head just won't allow me to waste it. So basically I've got to stop ordering these things. And in case you still think that I did this just for the video, this is what's in the back of my car after a couple of weeks of ordering McDonald's for breakfast. Yeah, not a pretty sight, and for one, I need to clear out my car more often. This is a stupid level, but for two, again, it's too many McDonald's breakfasts. Again, not healthy for me, not helping my weight situation. And again, a reason basically to say stop it now. So, I'm doing my own hard work here. And I've been thinking about it a lot. And I came across a video on YouTube. Not exactly the inspiration I was expecting to get for this, but a well-known magician called Penn Jillette He's one half of Penn and Teller. He's one of my favourite magicians in the world. I love the work these two do. It's absolutely fantastic, it looks incredible. But his biggest trick ever, which he actually talks about in this video, is going from a weight similar to mine, even though he's 7 inches taller than me, or something like that, to, well, he lost 105 pounds in 100 days. It's incredible. If he can do it, I should be able to do it, is basically my thinking right now. Now, in the video, which I'm going to link below, he is promoting a product which I'm not using at this point. I'll talk about what I am going to use in a minute. Stuff I already own. I'm not purchasing anything new at all. But he's talking about products he's using himself, which helps him contact his support network. I'll discuss that in a minute for you as well. But another thing he discussed was how he could honestly say he was a liar. He's a magician. It's his job. If he's not lying, if he's not trying to fool us, it's not going to work, is it? But he wasn't just talking about lying as a magician. He was talking about his weight. He lies. I've done it. When I was 19 stone, maybe even a little bit more, and I wanted to do something that you had to be 18 stone or less, such as going on a Segway at Walt Disney World, which, yes, I did. I said I was 18 stone. No scales nearby. No one checked. Got on the Segway, no problem. The way I look right now, I wouldn't get away with it. And I'm going to say now, it's extremely embarrassing me putting these pictures on YouTube for everyone to see, but I need something. I need to do something shocking, and this is the best thing I can think of right now. And even now, I say that I'm overweight, I'm obese, I'm morbidly obese. I very rarely say what weight I actually am. I weighed myself last Saturday and I was 24 stone, 4.7 pounds is what my scale said. Me saying that doesn't prove it actually is true. So I need to give you a reason to believe me, other than seeing these pictures show me get smaller. And I will make sure these pictures do update on a regular basis. So, I said I'd talk about the products I have. I have a Fitbit Aria scale. I also have a Fitbit watch as well, but that will come into another time. What this does, it says it's a Wi-Fi smart scale. It will publish my weight onto my Fitbit page. What I've done is I've unlocked my Fitbit page so that anyone can see my weight and the number of steps I've taken. Not giving away any other personal details to anyone but my friends, and I do ask you don't add me as friends. If I don't know you personally, it's nothing, no offence, I just don't want to be a friend with anyone I don't know personally, either on there or on Facebook. It's all about privacy, all that sort of thing. But being able to put it on there, I'm being as honest as I can with you guys. And I'll also make sure I upload screenshots from my own view, which look like this. So you can see where it says at the bottom, Saturday, 10th of September. It's got a time, which if you enter it manually, it won't put a time in, and it also won't put the body fat ratio, which is 44.4%. So you can see the one Tuesday, 30th of August, I estimate 25 stone, because my scales just wouldn't work. They just wouldn't work at all. They were saying I was too heavy, and 25 stone is the maximum. So I put that in as an estimate, and obviously I have lost something since I started swimming, as evidenced by where I am right now. I still want to improve, obviously. So I was talking about Penn's support network. When he achieved a goal, then they congratulated him. The scales he's talking about on his video automatically sent text messages to him, and he could forward that to his friends saying this is where I'm up to, and they could respond with a simple yay. And a sincere congratulations, a sincere well done can mean so much. Having that support network around you is just amazing, basically, and it's what I'm trying to gain at this point. I'm trying. I know I'm asking a lot of everyone who watches this video, so if you don't want to do it, that's fine. If you're just viewing, no problem. But if you want to support me, all I'm asking for is a thumbs up when I do well, or a thumbs down when I don't do so well. So, what I will do, and again, if this is my next promise, there'll be a weekly video. I'm looking at filming it on a Sunday, so that I weigh myself first thing on Sunday morning, still in my pyjamas, so that I'm constantly keeping the same clothes on every time I weigh myself. If you want, I'll do videos or photos of when I weigh myself, so I can prove I'm doing it. I'll try and do regular updates throughout the week. They'll literally be one-shot videos that I can publish straight up to Facebook without any editing, just telling you what I've done that day, what I've eaten, those sort of things. But the Sunday will be, this is what I've done this week, this is the achievements I've made, this is how much I weigh, and this is the plan for next week. And as I say, if I'm doing well, please give me a thumbs up. If I'm not doing so well, give me a thumbs down. Leave comments, suggestions as to what I think I should do in future, things I could change, that sort of thing. All that sort of thing will help. And I know it's not Sunday today, but this is the day that I got myself to do this. It's taken a lot to get this far. So I'm going to tell you my plan now, and we'll see on Sunday if I achieve this. So remember, this week is only Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I should say, because the week starts Sunday as I'm doing the weigh-in Sunday morning. So straight off, exercise. And this is going to seem a bit obvious. I need to do more swimming. It's working. I am going, and I'm doing it, and I'm enjoying it. So I've done it once a week up to now. This week I need to make it twice. 28 lengths will stick to the same as what I did on Monday. So that's 560 metres. So I've done over a kilometre in this week. We'll see how I feel tomorrow about whether I want to do it a third time this week, which would probably be Saturday or Sunday. But I'll tell you on Sunday if I've done that or not. But twice would be the goal, the achievement for this week. Okay. Also, I want to do a little bit more walking. Looking back at my history, I'm doing about 5,000 to 7,000 steps a day. And again, it needs to increase. But I don't need to do it fast. I need to slowly build up. So we'll maintain this week, and then next week I'll be looking to raise to 8,000 minimum a day. Again, I'll go through more details as we get there. Food-wise, well, I'm not going to go as extreme as what Penn says in his videos that he's done. He actually says in some of his interviews he spent the first 2 weeks only eating a potato when he was hungry. I couldn't do that. I would really struggle to do that. He also said that he did this under medical supervision. And I'm not under medical supervision. So if it goes wrong, it's on me. So I'm going to maintain a diet that's an improvement on what I've eaten up to now, but reducing portions and obviously improving certain foods that I'm eating. So my breakfast, you've seen what I'm going to eat tomorrow, but beyond following that, toast or Weetabix. It just seems like a reasonable place to start, and yes, I know toast probably isn't the best thing in the world, it's all the carbs and all that. It's better than what I've had up to now. And that's what I'm aiming for. Just improvements, not perfection. For my lunch, I'm lucky enough to be able to say that while I'm working, my mum cares enough about me to make butties for me to eat at work. These are left in my freezer. I take one out the night before, ready for the next morning. The only downside is it is too easy to forget to take one out the freezer the night before, and then next morning when it's too late because it won't be defrosted by the time I get to lunchtime. If that happens, My only option is to have a baked potato without any fillings whatsoever, no butter, no nothing, and that'll be my lunch. So this is where I'd probably have a similarity to Penn's plan, but it's only one meal. The last meal of the day is dinner. At the minute, I could quite easily have 2 pieces of pork, loin, or lamb, or whatever, and some pasta with a little bit of veg. Or I could go to the takeaway, as you've seen. I'm going to make it 1 piece of meat, whatever that meat is, and we're going to make sure it's a small portion. And instead of the pasta, we're going to go back to potatoes. We're going to have a baked potato again. I might put a bit of butter in it. What I've got is low-fat spread at home, so I'll keep it as clean as I can. And at least 2 portions of veg. This week I'm saying no snacks whatsoever. I might change that next week. I might say an apple or something similar. Or I might even say I really crave the chocolate. I need to have chocolate at least once a week. I'm going to avoid it for now. I'm just going to say no snacks whatsoever, and we'll see where we're at. And the final one will be drinks. Where I work, we have a drinks machine, and it's very easy to get hot chocolate from it, or Vimto, which isn't sugar-free, it's the full fat stuff. They're banned. I need to have water only from those machines. I might take in a bottle of no added sugar Vimto or for blackcurrant juice, but I won't have the one from the machine or any other full fat product basically. And at home I've got no added sugar Vimto, which is what I normally drink now, or I have water again. So if any of my colleagues see this, don't let me get anything else on the machine. Water only. And if you get me a drinks machine, water will do me nicely, thank you very much. The biggest killer out of all this is going to be my lack of cheese. You saw I had 3 cheeses on the takeaways. I am actually a really big cheese fan, and I really do love my cheeses, but I've got to stop because that's a huge piece of fat basically that I'm putting in my body every time. So, although there are some novelties going forward at the minute, when it comes to the next lot being made, I'm going to ask my mum not to put cheese in them. As I say, it's going to be a hard change, but it has to be done. Okay, so as I say, you're definitely going to see my weekly update on Sunday. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that goes up by Sunday evening. I will be recording it in the morning, but also got to edit it, make sure I'm happy with everything. You may see some other videos throughout the week, just telling you where I'm up to, what I've done that day. Not giving you any guarantees, to say it really depends on how I feel, what's going on that day, but I will make sure on the Sunday you're updated as to what happened on each day, whether I gave you a daily update or not. The first step is the hardest in this. I should know I've tried several times to make this first step. I'm hoping that this time I have the right support to make sure I get through unscathed, and they actually do lose weight this time. So thanks for watching. Look up for my weekly update on Sunday, and I'll see you soon.